Alright, welcome everybody to the Trackstars Porsche Cup. It's an early morning here on a Sunday, or probably not as early for some, probably earlier for some than it is for me. It's currently 9 AM. So we've got the Porsche Cup ready to go racing for a lovely 8 laps around Mount Potter. Unfortunately, I'm joined by my fellow Spud. Let's see how we go. Lights out, green flag, everyone's off the line, on for the way up to turn 1. Oh, we got brake late up the inside, making it 3 wide and brake late. Really gets that car turned in there. Makes a nice late move up the inside there, and he takes first position out of turn 1. Is he in the chat box? He is in the chat box, alright. He's in the chat box. He's not in the chat box. Oh, he's in the chat box. He's in the chat box, not the com box. Sorry mate, I've had a bit of a stroke there. But yeah, so appreciate the cameras there. Oh sorry, we just missed that. It's Racing's making it go too wide through here. Oh, so Slayer with a disconnect. That pushes It's Racing back to 4th. See if we can catch it. The replay button is not working. It works once but doesn't work again. Technology issues. So brake late with the early lead on the first of 8 laps. So we're looking about I'd say roughly a 16, 17 minute race for these guys, and then straight after we've got the Division 1 Porsche Cup. So I'll be very quickly out of this lobby into the other one as It's Racing makes a move on ISAR Matsumaka. So I think Matsumaka might not have put a real good exit out of the Coruscant there. But as we come through the last sector, we've got brake late coming down into the chase, leading the field. So I wonder if you'll see a bit of It's Racing action towards the end of it, but he's starting to harass the back of Sergeant Bowler. So Sergeant goes for the real defense there, which will give him a really bad run onto the straight, but it looks like he's got that thing. A real nice exit. Oh, as he goes for the defense again. Oh, he goes really slippery into there, and that lets It's Racing jump pellets go through. Alright, I'm going to turn this down. Alright, what about... There we go, is that better, Spud? Welcome, unlucky Robbo, my friend. We gotta do what we can, so... Welcome, Shane. We got Shane from EBM, the main sponsor of the Trackstars series. We got Lee Kennedy in here as well, so... Not long after I jump out of the stream, we'll have It's Racing streaming Division 1. So he's currently really starting to get on the back of brake late there. So I wonder if he's going to pass him and then kind of try and let him go. But I don't know if it'll be a bit fun for him then if he starts racing by himself. But we all know he's not in it for the points. He's just in it to keep himself behind the wheel. But he's on a purple here, and he's really in that slipstream of brake late there. So, hey Spud, maybe we might be able to get Robbo in the 405 for that end stint, mate. Never know, but we'll see how that goes. But It's Racing really putting the pressure on there on brake late, and he goes really tight there. He leaves It's Racing hang out to dry. And he still makes that move up there. As they head up the mountain for lap 3 of this 8-lap race. It's gone the opposite way, but not too much. Alright, well, let me turn this back up a little bit. Alright, how's that? Is that a bit better? I'll just move my mic a little bit further away from my mouth. But yeah. Oh, It's Racing clips the wall there on the inside of the cutting. These cars, you really have to get them bogged down and keep them in a high gear just so you can get that power down to the rear wheels. But obviously these cars are an inline 4, naturally aspirated, obviously not boosted. Oh, It's Racing tries to go for an inside move there. Oh, they go too wide into the edge. This is never going to end well. Oh, It's Racing goes for the outside move there. My replay button's not working, and I don't like it. So It's Racing takes the lead on lap 3 of 8. Brake late, Sergeant Bowler, ISAR Matt Smacker, James O'Bro, and Brock Lilly. Unfortunately, we had I reckon Brock Lilly's probably on the wheel, so he's got a long. We've got a few drivers double stinting today, so we've got Brock Lilly double stinting, we've got It's Racing double stinting, obviously myself, and Spud, Diswood, stuff like that. Oh, brake late, goes up the inside there, gets real tail happy. These guys are going at it. He's really making It's Racing work for that position 1, but yeah, definitely it's yeah, he's on the wheel. Yeah, I thought so. See, it seems like he's a lot stronger. Either he's a lot stronger on that motion sensor, or he's not comfortable on the wheel as of yet. But It's Racing and brake late still going for it. He's not letting It's real tail happy there. But look who this has brought in. This has brought in Sergeant Bowler. So with these guys fighting, it's brought in Sergeant to this pack. So I wonder if brake late keeps on the back of It's Racing, he might bring Sergeant through. Oh, Sergeant goes for an inside move there. Oh, this is all on. Yeah, so unfortunately we're missing a couple of entries. So we're missing Vossi, Robbo. Obviously Robbo's at work. He is watching the stream, so welcome to Robbo. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Devil and Calypso. Let's see who else we're missing. We're missing Benjo. He's doing GTC, so GT Champions. NZL Cowboy, Venti, H4M Wallet. Yeah, so it's going to be a unfortunately, but looks like It's Racing's really checked out here. But if you're watching, mate, come on, slow down, give brake late and Sergeant Bowler a little bit of a run. Let him have a bit of fight. But nah, we all know that Jarman's a fast driver and he's doing it for fun. So I don't believe he'll be getting points. I'm pretty sure that first we'll be going to brake late, but we'll let Spud sort that out, because as we know that Spud, yeah, too early for some drivers, definitely. As you see, Sergeant Bowler here make a move on his teammate. In brake late. Oh, they really getting real edgy here, but we can see the yellow mirrors and the orange mirrors. So with the Trackstars, we define elite class and pro class with yellow and orange. So brake late's got the orange and Sergeant's got the yellow. So I do believe that pro class is the orange, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's or brake late gets a real bad exit out of there. So Sergeant's just kept it clean, kept it going, and he's pulled out into second place. But It's Racing in the 95's checked out. Sergeant's too far behind him. Yeah, too early for some drivers. Yeah, definitely. We got Gabans. I don't know if Gabans is in here, but it's like 8 AM or 7:55 or 7:30 AM up in Darwin. So actually, we've got Ridwan. We've got Ridwan in chat, so it's definitely gonna. He'll be at an 8 o'clock start when we go race start. So I don't know if he's starting. No, we've got Colin 24 starting in the 79. headset just magically disconnected for some reason. Yeah, so we've got Colin starting in the 79, but Ridwan's actually in WA, so he's 3 hours behind us. So it's currently, if I remember properly, 6 AM. So it's just after 6 o'clock in WA. So big respect to him for being up so early. It's racing with a 5.3 second gap over Sergeant Bowler. Brake late with about 0.8 behind him. James O'Bro having a nice fight here with Broccolilli. Broccolilli makes a nice dive down the inside and he pulls it up. Very nice move there by Broccolilli on James O'Bro. So James O'Bro's missed a couple of rounds, but he was very dominant when he first joined the series. Yeah, it's very early for some drivers, and big ups to those drivers coming into the series and up early. Definitely. So maybe Spud, if we have a room in the main one, we might be able to get Vossi in, considering he missed a start. But we got James O'Bro and Broccolilli still going at it here. So James O'Bro takes a nice inside line here. You definitely don't want to be on the outside for turn 2. Sometimes you can make it stick, but without a tune in these cars, you can't definitely make that move stick then. But brake late's kind of dug his heels in, and he's started to make a move back on Sergeant Bowler. So maybe we might see. Oh, he just nudges the wall there. Oh, brake late making a real sketchy move over the top. James is making a little bit of margin there on Brocco and Matsmaka, or running off into the weeds. Can't really see that number board there, so maybe we might need to talk to Benjo and have the numbers on those ISAR cars redone. Broccolilli's is nice, but yeah, the ISAR Matsmaka car, we can't really see that number board, so. Yeah, really tiny. As you get back into the action here, we've got brake late 1 second behind Sergeant Bowler in second place. So if we look on the attendance sheet, if it stays like this, these two should be on even points. So brake late actually started 1 position in front of Bowler, but I'm not keeping track of any of the points, so I'm not really sure what the point standings are like at the moment, with who finished where. But yeah, so yeah, James O'Bro joined the series a little bit late, and he definitely had a strong showing on his first outing. But he did have a few rounds missed, but it's good to see him back in the series. It's always good to see drivers come back into the series after they're not in the series for a while. But we also had some newcomers like ISAR Matsmaka in the ISAR camp, which is by Benjo. So you've got Matsmaka there, Broccolilli. Broccolilli's actually racing the EBM car alongside Brandosa this morning in the Bathurst 1000. So as I was saying, we've got a long day ahead of us for some drivers. Yeah, he did have a solid performance at Nürburgring. James O definitely dominated there. He was putting in a really nice showing. These guys still going at it, but we got It's Racing down here, about to start the final lap of the 8 lap race of the Porsche Cup here. So is he on a purple? No, he's not. So he's running around at. So his fastest lap's a 201.71, and then his next lap was a 201.722. So he's pretty much on pace with each other. And then a 202, 178. Okay, he's a little bit far behind there, but. Oh, brake late. Sergeant Bowler might have it coming together. My replay's not working for some reason. I don't know. My game's having a bit of a stroke. Obviously, it wouldn't be GT if anything went right. So, unfortunately, there they might have come together coming into the chase. I missed that one. But as we start the final lap, I'll do a run through the order. So we've got It's Racing in first place with a 9-second gap, and also fastest lap with a 2:01.2. So Sergeant Bowler in second place, Brake Lady in third, James O'Brien in fourth, Broccolilli in fifth, and Isar Matsmaka rounding out the top 6. So it's unfortunate we couldn't get all the drivers in to the Div 2, but that's what happens when we race early. So we normally race on Thursday nights at 8 PM Australian and Eastern Daylight Time. So it's a bit different for these guys, but it wouldn't be battles without some support categories before the main race, am I right? Sargent has now gapped Brakelate, so I think he might have made a little bit of a mistake, but Brakelate's now under pressure by James O'Bro, so I wonder if James O'Bro might get a podium here. So we'll just keep an eye on this battle coming down Conrod Straight, because we know how strong these Porsches are in a slipstream. They're definitely very strong. Oh, he gets real sideways there out of the dipper. Oh, but Brakelate also makes a mistake. So will we see James O'Bro get a podium? He's slightly gapped him. Yeah, it looks like that gap back to Brakelate's a little bit too far to get that slip, unfortunately, but James O'Bro looks like he'll be on for a podium here. So he races for the Caviar Racing. I believe that's run by Chef Toddy, so pretty solid performance there. But please tell me I've got a bit of time leeway. But big congratulations to the 95 It's Racing as he slows over the line for his team. Bit of flash of the headlights there. Sergeant Bowler, solid performance in second place. Flash of the lights there as well. James O'Bro with the podium. Brakelate in fourth place. Broccolilli in fifth. And Isar Matsmaka rounding out the top 6. So very dominant performance there by It's Racing as always. But it's really good to see. But yeah, so not long after I jump out of the comm box, we'll have It's Racing in the comm box streaming the Division 1, and then we have Shane Kenty. But big congratulations to the 95 It's Racing Porsche getting pole position, fastest lap, and clean race bonus as well. So big congratulations to him. Unfortunately, we had Sir Slayer have a bit of a disconnect, but we got to do what we can, and we kind of class it as kind of a hardware issue. But yeah, so I'll jump out of the stream now, and then we'll have It's Racing jump in the comm box for Division 1, and then we'll have Shane Kenty streaming the main race for the next 6 hours at 11 o'clock. So yeah. So there's a long day ahead of us all. Alright, I've got a 20 minute leeway at the moment. So we've got a bit of room to move, but as we run through the grid, we had It's Racing in first place and fastest lap. Sergeant Bowler in second, James O'Bro in third, Brakelate in fourth, Broccolilli in fifth, and Isar Matsmaka in sixth, with the disconnect coming from Sir Slayer. So unfortunately we had some drivers missing, but that's racing, I guess. But as we start to check off here, it was a definitely good race by all parties concerned. So thank you all for joining Division 2, and It's Racing will be live shortly with Division 1. So stick around, we won't be too far away, and we'll have It's Racing